Okay, we're going to create a virtual private cloud on AWS, and we're going to have two subnets, one private, one public, a DMZ server that's accessible through the public route, and a MySQL server that's accessible from the DMZ server only, but not accessible from the internet, to secure it. Let's get started with creating this VPC. Oh, I've already tried this once, so there are going to be no guesses as to whether this will work or not. It will work. VPC is created. I'm going to go create an internet gateway. My IGW1, yes, created. And I'll attach it to our new VPC that we just created. I'm going to add a couple of subnets, one for public, which will be 3.0 US West 1A availability zone, my VPC1, 3.0/24, yes, created. Should only take a moment. And let's remember one thing, this is going to be our public DMZ web server, so allow it to auto assign IP addresses. That way we don't have to worry about it when we're creating the instance. And now we're creating the private subnet. It'll be in US West 1B. There's 1B and .4.0/24. Yes, created. Usually it's fairly fast, this part at least. Now we're going to create a public route. My public route 1. Yes, created. And we're going to let the entire internet have access to it. Basically, without this, your website no one will be able to reach your website. And there's the gateway that we created earlier, my IGW1. Save it. We need to associate the public subnet with this route. That's it. You're set. Now let's go create EC2 instance. So I played around with it a little bit earlier, so you'll see some that are terminated that are no longer accessible because I terminated them. We choose my VPC1, subnet 1A, which is our public route, and we're going to install Apache here using yum install httpd -y yum update -y service httpd start and chk config httpd on, and we're going to create a simple hello world. /var, and for a little message here we could just say programmer's block. If you're still wondering what that is about, it's my own website. You can get a little creative here. There you go. Add storage, add next tag, and this is our web server 1, and we'll be creating a new security group. Quite a simple one because all we're doing is giving it access to the whole internet. HTTP and SSH, review and launch. I selected my key pair that I'll be using. Instance will get created momentarily. We have our public IP address for it, that's good. Now we're going to create another instance for the MySQL server while the other one boots up. and gets provisioned. We're putting it in the private subnet, so only we can access it from our app can access it more or less. So it's MySQL SG1. Oh, let's just call it MySQL1. And a new security group, MySQL SG1. Let's hope I didn't use that already. Add rule HTTP, and we're also going to add another role of ICMP. And this IP address range will be to our DMZ subnet, I mean public subnet. Anything from the public subnet will be able to access this server. And launch, acknowledge, launch instances. And let's go to view instances. Is this done yet? It's still initializing. So while that happens, I'll go copy my DMZ file. Be prepared to turn that in. Basically, why I copied that is once I SSH to this server, I need to be able to SSH to my MySQL server, which is not accessible to the internet. So I'll need my PEM key on this public IP address on this public server so that I can access MySQL server. Okay, let's see if it's it's not ready yet. So I'll just prepare for it. 54.67.14.160. This may take a couple of minutes, so I do not know how to pause on this video, so let's just give it another minute. Nah, it's not fair to keep you guys waiting. I'll pause.